Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Mahoning Valley Racecourse here on Monday. It is the 22nd of November 2021. We're going to look at the stakes races on the program from Mahoning Valley, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world, and join me throughout the week for some great racing action all across the world here on my channel, because you have great racing tomorrow from Zia, great racing from Churchill on basically throughout the week for a closing week, great racing from from Del Mar with the Hollywood Turf Festival, whatever they call that now, and great. Just join me here on YouTube for that. To start off the holiday week, let's look at the great card from Mahoning Valley, the stakes races 7 and 8. The seventh race, it is the Hollywood Gaming Mahoning Distaff. It's going for a purse of $75,000. Race for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have 13 horses, a baker's dozen, going to the starting gate. The distance of ground here of 1,200 meters, or the distance of ground of 6 furlongs on the Mahoning. Main track, 1,200 meters, 6 furlongs here in the Mahoning Distaff. Top selection here, excuse me, I'm going to go take the number 12 horse, Monday Call, 12, 5, 10, 11 in the superfecta for me, 12, 5, 10, 11 super. Top selection 12 horse, Monday Call, 4-year Flabane to the mischief, Brad Cox trains, Florent Giroux gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 18th of September at Churchill, 6 furlongs in the Open Mind Stakes, and the horse finished third by 4.5 lengths there. It was the horse's first start without Lasix in quite a while, and he just didn't show up. I've noticed with this horse, when he doesn't get the Lasix, he doesn't show up. Never really showed a lot of speed, hit the wall late. It was a tough group of horses, but it just wasn't her day to win. Getting the Lasix back on today, a lot lesser quality horses. I think the horse could really rear up to a very good run today and improve off the last race, which was not to her liking. Two backs ran the Clarksville at Indiana, 6 furlongs, 21st July, and she won by 3/4 length from a stalling position. She got the lead, she quickened up nicely, and she got the job done. 109.2 on that track for 3/4 wasn't bad at all. And then prior to that, in late May at Lone Star on a good but seal-making track, 6 furlongs in the Memorial Day Sprint, the horse finished second by 3/4 length. She didn't break that well, a little bit wide, but was really gaining ground late. I thought she showed potential. It was a definite improvement off the race before, which was the Madison at Keeneland, 7 furlongs, 3rd of April. First off the bench, very tough horses. She finished 5th by 3 lengths. She was with them early on. It looked like she had it in the stretch, but then she got swallowed. It just wasn't her day to win. She's not a grade 1 quality horse. She's basically a grade 3 listed horse in black type today, or listed black type stakes, facing the proper competition. I think she could really run a good race here today, so we're going to take her. Don't throw the 5 horse Prodigy Doll. Sonny Leone's on this one. Most recently, they ran the horse 11 days ago at Churchill on the slop, but Harold going 5 furlongs in a allowance race for just $141,000. She finished second by 1 3/4 lengths. It was the horse's first start in 3.5 months, but she kind of stalked. She needed that extra turn of foot late, but it wasn't a bad race to the return to the races. Come back to Mahoning, where this horse ran very well last April. Not the toughest competition. You're going to see a good pace to close with. At 6-1, it wouldn't surprise me if this horse gets a good trip here today. We'll definitely use her, like I said, in the late pick 4, late pick 3. But to recap my selection for the 7th from Mahoning Valley, it's the Mahoning Distaff. Let's take the 12 horse Monday Call. Give kudos to the 5 horse Prodigy Doll, 12, 5, 10, 11. And we'll do a double, let's say. Decide right now. We're going to do a 12-5 daily double starting off with this race. Going into race number 8, the next race we'll be looking at, which is the Steel Valley Sprint. It's going for a purse of $250,000. Race for 3-year-olds here. We have a dozen horses going to the main track. The distance of ground of 1,200 meters, or the distance of ground of 6 furlongs in Mahoning. Main track, 1,200 meters, 6 furlongs here in the Steel Valley Sprint. And this race always comes up good. It wouldn't surprise me if it gets a grade in the next few years or so. But the top selection, I'm going to take the 3-horse Jackson Traveler, 3-7-4-5 for me in the superfecta, 3-7-4-5 super. Top selection of 3-horse Jackson Traveler, 3-year-old colt by Munnings. Steve Asmussen trains. Gerardo Corrales gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came at Belmont on the 17th of September. 6 furlongs firm turf course in the Allied Forces, and the horse finished third by 3/4 length. He's just not a turf horse. I thought he would be, but he just wasn't handling it there. He kind of stalked, had to leave for a split portion, but then the better turf horses got to him. Coming to a sprint today on dirt off the bench where he's going to be a lot loaded, I think he could really improve off the last few races. Too bad he ran in a state bred restricted race at Pimlico 6 furlongs 21st of August, and he won by 3 and at 50 cents a dollar. He had the speed to win there, quickened up nicely. 1:10 and 1 on that track at Pimlico was a very fast time because he got the job done easily there. And then they tried him on the turf at Saratoga, 5.5 in the quick haul. He finished third by 3.5 lengths there, and he wasn't going to catch Golden Pal, and he just never weakened at it, but never quickened up either. He showed some potential there, but then that out of the force is just really showed off crap. And then they sent the horse prior to that to the Woodstock Stakes at Woodbine, 6 furlongs 20th of June on the Tapeta. He finished second by 1 1/4 lengths. He sat back early. Outdoor just got to him. But he ran his heart out there. He got beat by two Wesley horses 2 starts in a row. And a race I thought where he ran his heart out was in the Chick Lang at Pimlico over the 6, where he finished second by 2 1/4 lengths. And again, if he didn't have a stupidly wide trip, he probably would have won that day. But hopefully today he should get a good trip from the inside. Faced so much tougher horses last season. Coming here today at 7-2, I like him a lot. Don't throw out the 7-horse Real Talk either. Paco Lopez comes in to ride this one for Carlos David. Coming in from Gulfstream, this horse, or Palm Meadows, he's been training like a beast since the Gallop Bob, where he finished third by 10 lengths behind Jackie's Warrior. He wasn't going to keep up with Jackie's Warrior. Tried keeping up early on, but then that was not to his liking. Before that, won the Jersey Shore very nicely at Monmouth, and had a very nice place before then, the carry back at Gulfstream. He's run these decent 6s. He's training very well. At 4-1 with the class release from the last race, we'll use him in the pick 2 or the daily double ticket. Pick 2, I'm saying that just to piss you off. But to recap my selection for the 8th from Mahoning Valley, it's a Steel Valley Sprint. We're going to take the 3-horse Jackson Traveler. Give kudos to 7-horse Real Talk, 3-7-4-5 Super, 3-7 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.